marked it up last week. Um,
Man,
I was gonna focus on the 1 hour really.
you want to focus on the hour?
Yeah, I mean before.
Because the thing about USD CAD is that it has so much market manipulation.
Okay.
I feel like the hour could be too noisy at times. You know what I'm saying? Just depending on if you're aware, like, the fundamentals and stuff like that that plays, because USD CAD is probably like one of the most manipulated pairs.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I always say, if you're gonna be on that hour time frame, just always make sure that you look up before you execute. You know what I'm saying? Like always make sure, like, all right, if I know my candle reverse pattern, I see it printed on the hour time frame, then it's just like always look up on that 4 hour like real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Make sure that's
Just
the right
get a
direction.
quick glimpse and see how to market the momentum is flowing. Just because like this shit can get nasty at times.
Yeah, I think what was it? I thought it was going up somewhere last week. So I put in a little, I don't know, like a point two lot on there, like 15, 20 pips. So we're right there. It was one of these big drops.
Hold on, say that again. I couldn't hear you for real.
Yeah, I guess the connection in here is a little tricky right now. But I was saying last week, I wasn't exactly sure where I was at. And you guys put a
Yeah.
little buy-in just to see if I was seeing a few things wrong and it went right against me.
Shit, show me the workflow of that buy, like where you was looking at.
I see what you're saying now. Um, I was last week.
Huh?
So it was last week. I'm not even hold on.
Last week. Okay.
And I think it was right here, actually.
For real?
Yeah, and I got in pretty high, but my
Yeah.
stop loss wasn't. I wasn't actually too far away from where it
No, but
stopped
that's
me out.
that's cool. It's like because it's not like you put your stop loss, in the fluctuation zone for real. You know what I'm saying? So it's like as long as you understood, getting in that area what the risk was, and you had your stop loss, outside of that fluctuation zone, so that way if it hit your stop loss, you was wrong, then you good, bro. Because you seen that break of resistance, come back test, it came back and hit that support, what, one, two, three, four times. You know what I mean? Then you got the cross of the moving averages. Then you got that all that bullish momentum going to the upside. So it's like you that's not a bad trade. You did catch it, like you said, a little bit late. But it's like every setup. You know what I'm saying? You technically getting in late in a sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You got to see it happen before you hop in.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So it's like once you do that and you had your stop loss set, the risk is already set. You know what I mean? So it's just like just letting it flow, and if you let it flow, then TPs definitely would have been hit for sure.
See, I mean, I was looking at USD JPY preview. Last time we spoke, I was looking at USD
Right.
JPY, and it was a little. You were suggesting it was a little ugly.
Yeah.
Take
I
a look
really
at
want you to stick to one pair though, bro.
Okay.
While we work this month, I want you to find do your back testing and stuff this weekend on,
Okay.
I'm saying, the couple pairs that you already look at. But I really want to this month for us to just really lock in on one pair. We're gonna focus on, our discipline with that, and then just being able to take high quality setups with that one pair versus, you know, if USD CAD isn't setting up, I'm gonna hop on USD JPY or USD. You know what I'm saying? Like we just gonna
Okay.
try to stick to one pair and really just tap into that, so that way, you know, even after this month, if it's like, all right, well, I want to go to something else, we'll know how to. We'll already have that self discipline foundation that's set for us. Like I can stick to one pair. I can trade one pair. I can make money off of just one pair. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I mean, would you say USD CAD is a good place for me to start? I mean, like it doesn't. It
I
seems
mean,
to be moving like the times I need it to move.
yeah, and that's what it matters the most is like if that pair allows you, you know, it moves when you're able to be on the charts and things like that, then it's just like, bro, we could tackle any pair. You know what I'm saying? We just got to be aware of how that pair moves. You know what I'm saying? Market manipulation, things like that. But it's not. I know hella people that trade UCAD, bro, and
Yeah.
even UCAD. So it's like it's doable. Sure.
I mean, what are you thinking as far as my chart goes?
As far as
Probably a little lacking.
yeah, as far as the chart work, I feel like you got, you know, same stuff. You got your H4, your dailies mark, you know, support and resistance. It's just about when price comes to those areas, how are you how are you executing? You know what I'm saying?
All right, I get you there.
You see what I
Just make
mean? Like,
sure
because it's just like it's one thing to have them on the chart, but it's another to know how to utilize them. You see what I'm saying?
I take advantage of it. Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. 'Cause a lot of people have it. Excuse me. A lot of people have the supply, not supply, but support and resistance, you know, lines or zones in their chart. But it's just like they use them to let price hit them, and then they'll try to execute when price moves away from that. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like in the midst of when it's hitting those lines, it's like those are your best opportunities, honestly, to hop in. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like if you understand and you trust your technicals, like I have this resistance here for a reason. You know what I mean? So the same way I treat and just go back to remembering the same way I treat my support and resistance lines should be the same way I treat my price reversal zones, should be the same way I treat my trend lines. All of them are respected the same as dynamic forms of support and resistance. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like we gotta trust those things. You know what I mean? Like trust them. Like, all right, if I see that my resistance zone's been hit 2-3 times, then let me trust and have the confidence, you know what I mean, to place this order if I'm seeing everything line up technically and be okay with the results. You know what I'm saying? But as far as risk to reward, you're gonna get your best risk to reward in that area. You know what I mean? And that's what I've been learning and coming to see as I've been on the charts. It's just like, you know, we draw these areas and it's just like a lot of people don't take advantage of them. They try to take advantage of them way after the fact, and then you end up getting in when it's fluctuation. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
When you're supposed to be getting in based off that resistance zone. Somewhere in that resistance zone is where you know what I mean, you want to take that entry because the risk is beautiful, man. Like you just can't be scared being at the tippy top. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And that's why Q always told us there's two type of entries. You know what I'm saying? It's a confidence entry and then it's a confluence entry.
So, I mean, well,
But they look good, man. Your charts look good, man. You know what I'm saying? Like they look good. I like your support and resistance zones. You know what I mean? You can easily flow with structure and follow structure. So it's just like that 4 hour looks good to me. You know, 4 hour time frame looks good as far as like structure flow. You know, you can see your lower highs, lower lows. You can see when the market started counter trending. You can see how it went, tried to test 61.8, found resistance at 50%. Took some time for the sellers to come back into the market. You got to cross the moving averages. You got a lower high point that lets you know sellers are increasing in that market. Yeah. So it's just like just putting everything together and then figuring out when do you want to execute based on where the market is at that time.
okay, okay. Um, I know the last time I haven't gotten like a solid. Last time we spoke, I know you were talking about a trade plan. I haven't really sat down and hammered that out just yet. But definitely working on it. I just don't even really know exactly what to like other than like what I'm looking for, this reward. Like I'm not even exactly sure what to put in. I know, you know what I mean?
You
Like
said you're not
what the,
exactly sure what to put in where.
for like the trading.
You saying trading view?
No, no, plan.
Damn, I can't hear you, G.
Okay, this ain't even in my crib. I'm in the Starbucks. I'm a little bit
Oh,
away
it's
from the
cool.
crib.
It's cool. Ain't no thing. But you said what? You said you trying to figure out what?
Like a trading plan.
Oh, the trading plan. Oh, the
Yeah,
trading plan. Yeah, bro. So trading plan is basically like, I help hella people do this shit. It's basically like, you setting up those parameters. So it's like understanding like you just need, especially I want you to do this weekend too, bro. It's like your goals. You know what I mean? Like really sit down, like with this next month coming up, really sit down, um, and figure out your weekly goals, your weekly PIP goals, and your monthly PIP goals. You know what I'm saying? Your monthly for this month coming up. You know what I'm saying? Like just focus on this month. You know what I mean? Like figure out how many pips you want to catch a week. And how many like a number that's doable. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to start off being so oh, I gotta catch 600 pips a week. You know what I'm saying? Like, no,
yeah.
bro. Like, something we're gonna do something that's and take baby steps. Like, push it up each week. You know what I'm saying? So do something that's doable, that you feel like is comfortable, something that you reached before, and that'll be easy for you to reach. So that way we can set the bar. You know what I'm saying? Type of thing.
Okay.
So go as far as that. Pip goes weekly and monthly. um, I want you to, write out as far as like your work schedule and stuff like that, and then your free space time, the times that you're gonna be free to actually get on the charts. You know what I'm saying, and be on the charts and be in tune with that throughout the week. You know what I mean? So that way and understand and also write down, what sessions those are. I want you to write out based on, write your account size out. I want you to write, what that risk looks like between, 3 and 5%. You know what I mean? Um, and then also, have a set lot size that you're gonna be comfortable using. Just comfortable throwing out there and stuff like that. And then I want you to have a max lot size. You know what I'm saying? So I want you to do that. Um, and then just write out like probably like 5 ways that you could become a better trader. You know what I mean? So you see it physically. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. And then after that, like we'll look at this stuff probably like what's today? Friday, probably like Sunday. We'll look at it again when we hop back on for market open, and we'll go over these things. We'll talk about these things, stuff like that, and just also make sure that you write out where you want to execute. You know what I mean? Entry base points, only entry base points, higher low, lower high, off of dynamic forms of either support or resistance. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's how you structure your brain and structure, your mindset. So that way it's like, all right, this is what I'm looking for when I'm on these charts. I have a purpose. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not seeing any of this, then I'm only analyzing, because I'm analyzing 80% of the time and I'm executing 20% of the time. And so I'm learning to just flow. You know what I mean? And as I learn to just flow, I'll end up placing orders that are just flow. You know what I'm saying?
I guess so.
Yeah, yeah.
I just see it happen right in front of me and just taking advantage of it. Or at those points when it comes.
Exactly. And then you want to understand that like the time frame, our main time frame is gonna be, 4 hour time frame. I can find setups on the hour time frame, but they have to support my 4 hour bias. Everything is happening on this 4 hour time frame. So this is
Okay.
the time frame that you need to be on 80% of the time. This is where I need to draw all my technicals. This is why I need to be monitoring price mostly. You know what I'm saying? Everything like that. So that way we can begin to get into that swing mentality. You see what I'm saying? Used to looking at things on a higher time frame. Used to, only going on a lower time frame to execute, see if because you got to remember we seeing price on those lower time frames at a minute level, at an acute level. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we got to make sure that we're seeing an overall time frame, especially with a pair like USD CAD, because like I said, not even just market manipulation, but it moves. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we want to make sure everything's lining up. So we're gonna be focused on the 4 hour for sure.
4 hour. Um, I guess I'll just keep on. I'll be back testing. Just
Yeah,
pretty much going over the same exercises you gave us for
exactly.
back testing. Okay.
Exactly. So our back test, what like for instance, like either tomorrow or when you get some free time early Sunday or something, like just go through USD CAD on the 4 hour, find the transition setup. You know what I'm saying? Find one transition setup from uptrend, downtrend to downtrend to uptrend. You want to find a major market pattern setup. You know what I mean? Whether it's a head and shoulders, double top, double bottom, and then you want to find a continuation setup, a setup where a market's already in trend and you're getting in through the continuation. You know what I mean? So those kind of three setups, and then we'll definitely go over those on Sunday. You know what I mean? And just pinpoint certain areas and get used to just seeing how USD CAD moves. You know what I mean? Whether it's this week, this past week, or a week before, or something else. Just find those setups, and we're gonna
The
get it
trans.
going.
You said transition setup, major
Yeah,
market pattern, and what was that third
we got transition set up, we got major market pattern set up, and then we got continuation set up.
one? By continuation, you mean like as it's coming out of
Yeah,
that?
continuation could be like already, for instance, already seen a downtrend, and then okay, it hit support. You started analyzing in the middle of the downtrend. You already seen support. All right, now you got to pull your fibs out. Wait for the moving averages to cross, like that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? To know that the market's continuing, so I'm trying to get in maybe like a middle of the week move or some shit like that.
Okay. Okay. All right. Got those
Yeah, man. And then just remember, bro, trust them technicals, man. Trust them. The same way you trust your fibs, you trust 61.8 when something come up and test that, right? You know what I'm
two.
saying? So it's the same thing, man. Same thing with TPs too. Also TPs. Make sure you trust that negative 27, negative 61.8, because those
Yeah.
are also dynamic form of resistance. You know what I mean? So it's like when trust that price get up there, and once it gets up there, not having an automatic TP, but just being able to analyze and understand, if the market's going to continue to push, or do you need to start exiting and getting in that mindset. You know what I mean? So you got to be able to switch mindsets. Like, all right, I'm analyzing. So if I'm analyzing, I'm analyzing freely, flowing along with the market, figuring out the trend, figuring out, where my entry base points are, figuring out structure, stuff like that. Then you got to shift from entering to maintaining. So what's going to be my maintaining time frame? What's going to be, the time frame where I'm seeing structure? What's going to be a time frame where I'm seeing candles? Then you got to move into that mindset of exiting. So when I'm exiting, am I exiting based off TP? Am I exiting based off a lower structure, lower time frame breaking structure, main time frame, exhaustion? You know what I mean? Like those type of things is just like what's gonna make me enter, what's gonna make me exit. You know what I mean? And then I'm done with that trade, on to the next. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Hell yeah, man. But we want to find, I would say, like starting off next week, especially with USD CAD, and even if you're not live and we just demoing, you know what I'm saying? Like that's fine, bro, to shoot in the gym, you know what I'm saying, and get that feel back, you know what I mean, before you go live. But either way, try to find like 3, 4 quality setups. You know what I'm saying? Quality setups, like because if you find a move that's really gonna swing and that's gonna move, man, you can take advantage of it 3, 4 times throughout the week. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're gonna be focused on more of versus just hopping in, hopping out. With some stuff that we can place and be able to really see profits worth us being on the laptop for that long. You know what I mean? Not analyzing for fucking 8 to 12 hours and then getting out in 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Because we seen a
Yeah.
spike in price or some shit like that. Like, no, really being able to flow in the market, be a part of the market.
Yeah, man. Like what you were saying earlier, as far as like the resistance levels, yeah, all the support resistance and everything that those have been holding up even on the other charts, those have definitely been holding up.
Yeah,
It's
man.
just been as far as like I funded an account maybe a month ago. Right after we spoke last, I dropped that 500 in that account, and I'm pretty much right back at 500 again.
Yeah,
It's gone up, it's gone down, but I'm pretty much right at the same spot because I guess the execution of it.
yeah, yeah. But that, I mean, but that's a part of the game. You know what I'm saying? Just understanding like normal losses that are gonna happen.
Yeah. Like I'm still here. Like I haven't lost. You know what I mean? I still got that account. I'm right where I started. So
Exactly. So
like as far as the mentality goes, like I haven't lost. I haven't blown it. I'm still here. I can still find it. Still trading other days. It's
hell
just a
yeah.
matter of me figuring out. I guess I don't know. Finding out where I'm going wrong, and just correcting those mistakes, or
Exactly.
just capitalizing on those moments.
Exactly. And trust your fibs, man. You know what I'm saying? Like trust your fibs.
Yeah.
Because your charts look good, bro. You know what I mean? Your charts look good. You know, I could clearly see, you know, where I would want to execute certain moves and things like that, things of that nature. You know, you can clearly see the downtrend smooth as I don't know what. You can see the counter trend smooth. You know,
All right.
yeah, we're gonna tweak a couple things. We're gonna study. You know what I'm saying? Do a little homework and stuff like that. Go over some stuff, but really just get in tune so that way, you know, we just get back used to analyzing and just executing and flowing because that's all I want to do is just flow. You know what I'm saying? Flow with it.
I did have a question about the journal. So as far as let's see, I did. Yeah, so the UJ one actually.
You say you had what?
So for the journal, like jaw structure, are you talking like the mind? You talking with bars?
Yeah,
Just like those
you
little
talking
things.
about the first journal where it say draw structure?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. That's more for like for people to start understanding market structure. You know, so like when I say draw structure, it's like you know what structure, what point of structure are you getting into the market in? You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, if I'm saying draw structure, like are you seeing lower highs and lower lows? Are you seeing consolidation going sideways? Are you seeing an uptrend? You know what I mean? Are you seeing a major market pattern? Like that's what I mean by draw structure. Like what's making you get into the market at that time? What do you see? You know what I'm saying?
All right. That. All right. So I think I got that right. Extra setup. I didn't feel that would be emotional when we completed the trade. So that was actually one of the ones I did well on.
Okay.
2 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah, man.
But let me see if I can find that.
Hell yeah. But no, let me show you just some shit I was doing. Yeah, my car AU this morning.
Hey, you.
Yeah, I'm about to show you. Hold
What's the pay you focus on?
on. I mainly focus on like these are pairs I watch. I mainly be on US 30. You know what I'm saying? Like
Okay.
that's the pair I trade like throughout the week. But I seen this move last night. I seen this shit setting up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Once I seen that shit tested, and I already knew it was on a downtrend. I seen the moving average, how my 50 moving average was moving, so I trusted that, you know. And then it never really broke that 61.8. So once I seen this happened, and then this little individual channel right here, I was like, oh yeah, it's up.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
a lot
So
of
see all that
exhaustion.
exhaustion, yeah, all that exhaustion coming from the daily. So yeah, we was up. That joint. Like fuck it. But yeah, you was like US 30, man. I caught a move on GU last week too, so I'll go over that move with you. Um, I seen the I mean not last week, but like Monday, Tuesday, I caught this move and it shot up. But yeah, I seen support being held, as you can see. I mean, support. At a break of a counter trend line, made a higher high, made a higher low, got another break of resistance, came back, gave you that retest right here, straight up right here, came back, gave you this shoulder, came back, gave you another high point, broke through the shoulder from support, made a lower low, started counter trending a little bit, but it lined up with my point A and point B, so that was into the future. From here, this point on, we broke resistance, right? So once we broke resistance around this area, and I seen these higher lows being formed on the daily time frame, that forced me to go down to my 4 hour time frame. Go down to my 4 hour time frame. I seen the level of support being respected. As you can see, tested one, two, three, 4 times respected. Plus the higher low right here had like the little what's this shit called? Triangle.
Descending.
Yeah, ascending triangle. Yeah, so I seen the lower highs being formed, so I was able to draw that. So once I seen this, I wanted to wait until it broke outside this purple box, just because I had resistance being lined up here. Broke up, came back for the retest, higher low point, waiting for bullish momentum coming to the market, which it started coming in around this area. Right now to my 30-minute time frame. Hold on, buddy. Hello. Yeah, this is him. Is there? I'm currently in a meeting. Is there any way you could call me back, possibly like an hour? All right, thank you so much. All right. Yeah, I just started this business, man. So the bank calling me trying to get these
Yeah,
accounts set
yeah.
up and stuff. Yeah, I'm about to try to drop some merch, bro. Drop
I
some.
saw, man.
I got
Definitely got
the Blue Profits book, so I'm about to. I just got the LLC Blue Profits, so I'm about to start dropping some merch soon, man. Probably 2021. So look out.
I will.
Okay. Yeah, like I was saying, bro. So we had the break. So even on this 30-minute time frame, right, we can see the clear break of resistance that we had, right? Formed that new high. That's why I circled it. And I like the circle because it shows me like the points that I need to break. You see what I'm saying? Like because of structure. Like I know I made a higher low, so my next point to break this point would be a higher high, right? I made the higher high, came back for the retest, made a higher low compared to this low. You know what I'm saying? Boom. So now I know my next point of structure, I need to break this higher high. So
Yeah,
once I seen gave me this little weak double top, but we know that's not valid because it's not in a downtrend.
yeah.
Um, even with that, right? Market star makes it lower highs. We could draw some type of counter trend, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I put the wrong one. Hold on. Yeah, you could draw some type of counter trend. Boom. So once it came up here, broke above outside of this ascending triangle zone, gave me my retest. Entries literally in this candle right here in this area. Stop loss right underneath, and we shooting up, knowing that first TP is definitely based off the higher time frame, off our H4 because of what we were seeing, and our main goal because our fib will be point A, point B. All of these will be sub fib. Will be to break this higher high right here. So if we're breaking that, we know our negative 27 is somewhere, what I'm saying, up here based off, what I'm saying, point A, point B, point C. point B, point C. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see it.
This is the movie off of you know what I'm saying? I didn't catch the whole thing, I ain't gonna lie. I probably caught like up to like here. But that shit started like doing some weird shit on the third. So when it started doing that, like I ended up like getting out and shit. But yeah, bro, like that shit. That's how I caught GU this week. So I've been since then. And then, like I said, I seen the little AAU scout move or whatever. So I did that joint. From that, but yeah, man, that's it, bro. That's really how I be looking at shit. I had caught BTC too, but I ended up getting out. So as you can see, I was like marking off structure, higher highs, higher lows. You know what I'm saying? And then it broke out. Once it broke out, you know, I seen it maintaining this level of resistance. So I ended up getting in somewhere like down here, but I didn't end up holding. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't end up holding. I ended up getting out. I think somewhere up like in this area, ended up getting out. But I had caught profit. You know what I'm saying? Like I was good. So I wish I would have held for sure.
Yeah, that shit shot up.
Yeah, because I see how I was moving here. I was like, man, this shit about to go up. Higher lows, buying pressures coming into the market, and then just had to be patient, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I'm still learning too. You know what I mean? Like I'm still learning like certain ways to be patient and stuff like that. But the money is really made in the intraday and the swing, bro. That scalping shit is smooth, but it's too much risk involved.
yeah. Now I'm good off this.
Yeah,
Honestly, that intraday swing is working well for me. At
yeah,
least like seeing the move with it or seeing the move the day before, seeing like a setup or like watching the exhaustion happen and like exactly what you said, knowing where I am in structure and knowing it's gotta go. Like if we're maintaining the structure, it's either going up or down. It's going to structure. So, I mean, the last few successful ones I had, honestly, I've seen it for like a day and a half. It's happening, like right in front of me. Place the order in, maybe wait a few hours, and eventually it starts moving in my direction.
yeah. Treat it like it's regular, man.
Yeah.
That's all I do. Treat it like
So
it's
yeah, no, I'm
man.
definitely.
If I
I
lose,
feel
I
like
lose.
that.
Like man, I know I know what I'm looking at. Like I know what I'm doing. So like even if it don't go in my way or I do take an L, it's like I don't get fucking like discouraged or anything because it's just like bro, I'm gonna do this shit forever. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm gonna do is keep learning, keep getting better. You know those kind of things. And if I do take it, I just realize that it's probably something new that I haven't tapped into yet. You know, type of thing.
I got a decent amount of work on. I'll probably have one day. You said
You know
Sunday,
what?
right?
Yeah, Sunday. Yeah.
So Sunday, I'm actually going to get work literally all day. But
We could go Monday.
Monday,
Mm-hmm.
all right, yeah, that might be a little bit better. I'm not sure what time it is.
That's cool, man. Just shoot me a time that works with you. I'll make it work.
Appreciate you, man. I'm gonna get to work on the
Hell yeah, bro. We're gonna
getting
lock
that.
it in, bro. So just knock out them back tests and shit like that. You know, knock out the that plan of action. You know what I'm saying that we was talking about, and we're gonna tackle that stuff on Monday, and then we're gonna get ready for the week.
Yeah.
500. You feel me?
Yep. All right, man. Appreciate you.
All right, bro. You already know what's going on.